Hello, hello! Welcome to How to Click with Your Dog. So in this episode, it's going to be a longer one, so do stick around because I have some tips and some mistakes that I would like to share with you because I'm still learning as well about clicker training. So first part, we have how to tune in, what is tune in, how to teach it to a dog, and how to recognize that your dog has tuned in. The second part, then, we looked at when we are teaching what kind of communication attempts is made by the dog, how can we engage and communicate to the dog ourselves, and the third part is how to teach a new behavior after tuning in is completed, as well as how do you choose a suitable marking tool that works for you and your dog. So we have a lot. Let's go! So I'll be showing you a process called tuning in. So this is a process of teaching the dog association. That is, we use something that is neutral to the dog, for example, a clicker or a yes, great job. These are things that are not, they don't carry meaning for the dog naturally, but through a process of association, we're going to first present the stimuli and then we're going to present the reward. In this case, I'm using his breakfast. It can be food, it can be toys, it can be affection, you name it. So in this first part, we are not going to be teaching the dog a command or a behavior in general. We just want to keep rewarding, and just to have that association in the first place before we can use it to teach behavior. And he's going to be associating, hey, every time this thing comes out, a good thing happens. So in the beginning, you want to be generous with what you click for. I just clicked for him looking back at me. You can see that without, I distracted him. You can see that without saying a word to him, I'm able to communicate to him what I want, and I just wait for him to do whatever I want. I click, and then I reward. So this is a great way to start building a stay without even saying something. Oh, I get a very good eye contact there. Nice one here. Okay, great. So he obviously knows his release cue. Okay, there. What a cute little style you have here. Very good. Down. Yes, great down. So I have a command in place now. I want him to keep at it. So I'm going to reward it very frequently. Very good. This is something that I haven't been able to do yesterday because the dog kept breaking into sit or stand whenever I try to reward in the down position. Okay, break. So it's going well now, so I'm going to stop here to not exhaust it. Did you finish it? We have some more here. See, look over here. And I'm going to be feeding the rest of his breakfast the usual way. He just gets it. Got it. Good boy. The first thing first, you need good currency. It's to motivate you to have that engagement. So engagement means that your dog is motivated to work with you and wants to interact with you. And how do we get their attention? We need to have something that they want. And so it's up to you to decide, what is it that your dog really wants right now? Is it food? Is it toy? Is it affection? So you pick a good currency and you can make sure that you set yourself up for success from the get-go. Number 2, training is teamwork. That is to say, if you think of training as a dance, it's a duo dance where you and the dog are dance partners. So think of every click, every reinforcement that you can have as a win for both of you. It's not just for the dog. It's really how you can be a better trainer to suit this dog's need. So that can mean, as the human, that we have to keep re-strategizing. If something doesn't work, you have to keep an open mind, and if your dog is not getting it, it's time to ask ourselves, what is it that I'm doing that is not helping my dog to understand? Am I asking for too much, too soon? Am I not being clear in the way I communicate what I want? And we have to help our dog to earn that click. Make that click. Make it click. And finally, KISS. Keep it short and sweet. I am guilty of this where I want to milk the training session. The dog is about to get something and I want to try to drill in and make sure it really gets it. And before I know it, it loses interest. So you want to set your training, really keep to 5-10 minutes. And if your dog begins to show that it is about to get something, that's the high point and that's the point to stop. Don't wait for it to go down the curve anymore and end on a low note. So that will generate motivation for both you and also the dog to go back into that training where you have left off and to allow things to process in the background, and then you come back at it much better. So today we have 2 plays, and I'm trying to teach the dog how to sit on 2 places. Now the dog is used to the crate, but not this path. So I'll see whether we can do that today. We're ready now with dinner, so I'm going to be using my clicker. Place. There you go. Nice, huh? Okay. Good boy. Sit. Very good. Bravo. This is also place. Yeah? This is also a place. Very, very, very good. Ready? Okay, break. Break. Place. Bravo! Very good, boy. Okay, break. Very good. Bravo! Very good. Okay, break. You still have some good. Yeah. Break. Yeah, buddy. Buddy. Very good. Fantastic. Okay, break. Very good. Bravo. Give you extra. Nah. Easy. Easy. Very good. This boils down to our experience in observing subtle body language in the dog. And when we talk about attempt, it's trying, right? And trying always comes with action. So we want to be mindful of subtle shifts that the dog is trying to move into the direction that you want, the behavior that you want to craft. So yes, it can be that the dog tries to shift its body weight, tries to shift its body posture from sit to down, the dog might just stun, but it could be that they are just processing. So we need to give them time and space to figure out what is it that they are trying to communicate to us as well. Technically, you can use anything because you are simply using one thing to associate the dog to another thing. But what I find helpful personally, it's finding a tool that you're comfortable with. So I have a bunch of clickers, and these are simple clicking device, but they could have different accessories to them. They could use different pressure in order for you to could produce that sound, and the sound could sometimes be more high-pitched, a bit more irritating to me as a person, and more muted one. So this is your own preference, because you are going to be working with these things. So make sure to pick something that you are comfortable with. Next, I use a combination of yes as a marker word and also click as a yes as well. This is because I find that sometimes it's easier for me to mark the precise moment of a behavior that I like using the clicker. But sometimes when I want to use both my hands to train the dog, to engage with the dog, I find it hard to hold on to the clicker as well. And so it's easier for me to say yes.